Hey, how you doing guys? ZDEyE here. So I'm back. It's been already 3 to 4 days since I have uploaded anything last time, and it was also my birthday. I wanted to take a few days off. First of all guys, if you want to see my big videos comparing The Last of Us Part 2 and The Last of Us Part 1, it is available on my Patreon as we are speaking. Publicly it will be available on Thursday for all to see. Now, let's get into the premise of this video alone. So yes, I'm gonna be sharing my thoughts on the Assassin's Creed Valhalla leaked gameplay. It was about 30 minutes length, and I have seen pretty much everything, and I have seen it twice. I definitely need to have I have few things to say. And I don't necessarily think they are all positives. Obviously, I'm going to be talking about the flaws in this game, and few things it's just I feel indifferent. One of the things, for example, that this game really tries to be, it has the similarities of, mind you, I shouldn't even say similarities. The game is pretty much Assassin's Creed Odyssey, through and through. A lot of people might even argue to say that the game looks so much like the Odyssey, because let me tell you, the combat, the exploration, the horse riding, the dodging mechanics during the combat, the gameplay, the story, the presentation, the cinematic vision of this game, you know how the cutscenes and the has been done too. Everything resembles of the Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and a lot of people will say that this is pretty much a reskinned and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And you know what? I think they are kind of right, because if you have seen the same leaked footage gameplay, I just don't see how you would tell me that this is not an Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Really isn't. Like, it's just a bit of a similar coat of paint, but with the Vikings era slapped on it. You know what? I don't know if this is like more of a negative gripe that I have with the game, and yet again, I feel like this is more of an indifferent feel I've got. Because let me tell you, I did enjoy Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I got a platinum trophy, 100% of the game as well, even including all the DLCs, and I definitely enjoyed my time with it. But you know what, I was expecting something else at least, and maybe not to the fullest degree, not to like say a totally different game, because I was still looking forward to the RPG aspect of this game. Definitely was looking forward to that, but yet it seems like even extra year when the game, when there's nothing came out in 2019, well, in terms of the Assassin's Creed games, this is still very, very similar. In fact, a lot of people might argue, say like, wait, what did the developers even put in the time and effort into this game? Because the game, mind you, the leaked footage was very, very buggy, and it looked pretty unstable on that part. Now again, this could be because of the leaked footages, you know, like a lot of people could have been taking the copying and pasting it and then uploading on their YouTube channels, trying to get the views and stuff like that. But yeah, every time when you do this, download and re-upload, the quality will be reduced significantly. And so yes, the more you do it, the worse it will get. So I cannot comment on the quality of the game, because to be honest with you, oh my god. Okay, the conversation when they one-on-one conversation, you know, with the characters happens, and the face expressions that the animations needed to be done, it is simply appalling. Very appalling. Very bad. Very bad. Now that I don't have any issues to say. I can actually kind of understand why Ubisoft team or the developers decided not to showcase anything in terms of the gameplay during when they were marketing and saying that the game is going to get its gameplay reveal. And even though it never did, all they got was just simple as a trailer. And yet we actually in all reality never seen the gameplay until now. And a lot of people are arguing and saying, well, now it makes more sense why the gameplay was never showcased, because the developers were worried that they're all gonna say, well, you know, the community will all say that this is pretty much an expansion for the Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yet again, if you have been a fan of the Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I think you might be happy what you will be getting in this game. Personally, for me, I was expecting a little bit more, but it's not like I'm disappointed though. But yes, the gameplay in terms of the bugs and the issues that it has, it is very buggy game. I feel like this is an alpha footage gameplay. I feel like it. I might be wrong, of course, because like if this is a beta, I'm very worried how much more like performance and the polishing that they could have done with this game, because this game looks something like a foundation that was never polished. You know, when you make it a kind of a similarities to The Last of Us Part 2 and this game, holy god, because The Last of Us Part 2 is super polished. They took so many months to polish this game. But Assassin's Creed Valhalla, by the comparison, you look at it and you're like, man, have they even did any sort of the polish? Because like it looks so bad, dude. You'll be so disappointed. And again, guys, I understand it's way too be early saying anything about this. We don't even know the release date for this game yet. But again, that's just yet, because we will follow. Maybe I missed the word. You know, Ubisoft follow basically. That will be happening. I think it was on July 12th, I think so, yes, and we will definitely see Assassin's Creed, more footage, perhaps gameplay too. We already know that the Watch Dogs Legion is gonna get that appearance as well, but you know what, Watch Dogs Legion got its first proper gameplay. In fact, many people got an opportunity of playing it back at the E3 2019, and yet that was already more polished than what we have seen from the leaks of the Valhalla, and that is kind of concerning, because it's concerning for the Valhalla, but I'm not as concerned anymore for the Watch Dogs Legion. And even though I feel like I'm looking more forward to the Watch Dogs Legion, well, again, this is just my biased opinion towards Watch Dogs. I love Watch Dogs games. I love Watch Dogs 1. I loved way more Watch Dogs 2. And I agree, right, as if I agree. But anyway, I understand that a lot of people may feel different about these games. And a lot of people would even say, oh, I was very disappointed. No way I'm getting this game. No way, this is just disappointment after disappointment. Okay, whatever. I'm sure I know a lot of people will say like, oh, I was expecting maybe at least something of a similar, like old school Assassin's Creed when they came out back in 2007, 2008 and so on. You have to understand, I'm just specifically talking to those people that were looking forward to the old school Assassin's Creed games. I really don't think you can expect these games coming around like ever. Ubisoft found a profit in the RPG aspect of the Assassin's Creed games, and this is it. Assassin's Creed Origins, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and now, well, pretty much confirmed at this point, Assassin's Creed Valhalla are going to be in a similar boat. If you have enjoyed Origins and you have enjoyed Odyssey, or either or, you will enjoy Valhalla. But if you have not enjoyed these games, such as Origins or the Odyssey, you will definitely not enjoy Valhalla. In fact, let me tell you, the game is more RPG aspects than actually being as a gaming experience. You know what I mean? If you want to have a proper through and through RPG game, there you go, Valhalla is it. Because I have taken a look as well and seen kind of differences that it could have with the Odyssey and this game, right? I kind of failing to mention anything because there really wasn't much of a differences, except a few different coat of paint, like I mentioned, right? One of the things when it gives you scanning abilities, it's different color. It's no longer golden. Now it's a little bit light blue, right? You can still use an eagle to your advantage to scout out the areas around you. But this time it's not an eagle, it's a raven. And also, weaponries and the way you can... Remember I told you guys about the dodging mechanic? Because it looked kind of weird in Origins and it so did on the Odyssey. The way you can dodge out of the way, it looks super artificial and not natural. This is making an appearance again in Valhalla. A lot of people may not like what they have seen here. Personally, for me, like, I did enjoy Assassin's Creed Odyssey's gameplay. But also, remember the ones in the Odyssey that were some supernatural abilities that you could have. This time around, they are no longer here, but to an extent they are. Because you're capable of kicking an enemy so far away from yourself, it makes completely no sense. Unless if you have some kind of supernatural abilities. I don't yet know about that part though. I love the way actually there's a specialty move that you can actually do. You can throw your tomahawks and any direction that you want it to go, and so super cinematic and stuff. It looks really good in my opinion, of course. But yeah, but just a little bit of a different UI, just a slight bit. Seems like the you as an opponent, you can actually die quicker as a character, and that's actually pretty good. You can get your health back up just a similar way as you could had an upper, an advantage in the Odyssey, for example. More you hit the enemies, more you actually get up the meter, and you can use this meter up and to your for your health, for a special ability, or that kick that I mentioned, right? Anyway, guys, I don't know how I feel about this game. I did like what I've seen. Okay, that's just, I like Assassin's Creed, new Assassin's Creed, more than the old ones. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. That's all I got for today, I guess. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. See you guys all later, and yeah, as always, have a good one.